Welcome to the Advice Show, media with a common sense approach. So in this particular video, you have a girl, and I call her a demon seed female, that beat her mother to death with a hammer. Let me go ahead and roll the clip.
I want to get back to our story now. New information tonight into the murder of a Westmoreland County woman.
Yeah, we're going to go back out live to Action News reporter Ashley Hardway with the latest. Ashley.
Well, Wendy and Mike, the suspect was just walked out of the Greensburg State Police Barracks on her way to magistrate court, where she will be charged with criminal homicide in this case. Now, we want to warn you, these details are incredibly gruesome. We can say that the victim was hit at least 18 times with the hammer, and police say that attacker was her own daughter. 51-year-old Dawn Wagner was bludgeoned and strangled on New Year's Eve, according to police. Police say her daughter, Sarah Vercouterin, was angry that her mother wouldn't loan her car, so she attacked her. While Vercouterin's 2-year-old son was inside the home, then police say Vercouterin left the home and went and did heroin in North Huntingdon with the boy present. Police say she even took Wagner's cell phone and sent text messages from it, so her friends and husband would think she was still alive. Police say the attack was gruesome.
The accused grabbed a hammer and struck her mother. She ended up following her and having to strike her several more times, eventually drug her into a bathroom where she attempted to strangle her, also hit her again and left her there. And that's where she was left, and subsequently that's where we found her when we went down for our investigation.
And she bound her mother's hands?
She bound her mother's hands and legs with duct tape to prevent her from trying to escape in case she was just unconscious and came back to life.
Now, police also said Vercouterin took her mother's red car and used it to rob a PNC bank in Allegheny County. On Tuesday, police were alerted to the body after Wagner's estranged husband went to check on her yesterday and found her. Again, Vercouterin will be charged with criminal homicide tonight. In Westmoreland County, Ashley Hardway, Channel 4 Action News.
Now this story is very, very sick. How can you sit there and beat your own mother to death with a hammer? That's horrible, man. And you was all high up on them drugs. Now this is the thing, and I want to talk about mainstream media for a minute. They got people of all communities doing things that are wrong. But you notice if this was a black woman that done something like this, it'd have been magnified times 10. I just want to put that out there because I'm just talking to the media. I'm not talking to anybody else. But the situation at hand, that people are on these drugs. And these drugs are constantly coming to this country from south of the border. And they refuse to secure the border. You ever wonder about that? But continuing, this girl was just wilding out on drugs. And the thing with drugs is you get to a point that you even hurt your own mama. And I've seen people do that sort of thing when they were high on crack or crackheads, or as they say, a meth head or whatever. And if you finally come to yourself and get off them dope, you're going to be like, I can't believe I did something like that. And this girl got to live the rest of her life when she finally realized what she did, that she killed her own mother. Drugs are the devil. Ain't nothing good in them. That's why I never wanted to take that stuff. I don't want nothing that's going to get me to a point where I'm going to hurt my own mama or hurt my child or hurt myself or whatever. That's sad. There's a lot of people in this nation on drugs. Matter of fact, the main reason a lot of people are dying in Mexico is because of people's addiction to drugs here in America. America have a bad drug problem. The supposed war on drugs have failed. They haven't helped anybody. People are every day being on these drugs. And yet, they're not going to do nothing about it, because you know why? They got their hands in it. Some of these politicians, and they're getting kickbacks from some of that stuff, but they don't want to talk about that. Hit me up in the comments for future commentaries. Subscribe.